Write what you know. Practice what you preach. Blow your nose from time to time. That's not part of this blog. Write what you know. That is the title of today's vlog. Vlog number 20. Sussing it out. Chapter 20 specifically. Write what you know. Talk about what you know. So the other day, as I'm wont to do, I was listening into the Rush Limbaughs, and Rush was discussing a number of things, as he is wont to do. That's going to be this vlog's catchphrase, "want to do." And he was talking about this and that, and I was really just flipping channels, because to be quite honest, it's football season, and I got better things to do with my time than listen to right-wing craziness. I got football to talk about. I got fantasy football that I gotta plot, and I gotta get my team right, and et cetera, so on and so forth. But at one point, Rush was going off on some tangent on something when he was talking about how there is a storyline currently going in Batwoman comics, title called Batwoman, where DC found out that the creators wanted to have a gay marriage, because, believe it or not, Batwoman, the new Batwoman, she's been around since, I think, like Detective Comics number, I want to say 850-ish, maybe 870-ish. I didn't look it up. Needless to say, the new Batwoman's been around for a good long while. And they wanted to do a gay marriage because, well, she's gay. Also, here comes Buster, my cat. Buster is making his, I guess, first cameo. And he is blocking my screen pretty well. Excuse me, buddy. I'm in the middle of talking to my tens and tens of fans. There's a cat butt for you. Oh, you're going to come back. This is great. The beauty of one-take technology. Okay. Anyway, notwithstanding Buster's cat butt non sequitur there. So, Rush is going on about how somehow this all relates to left-wingers, liberals in general. We have an all-or-nothing attitude. What happened in the comic is the writers went to the DC editors nixed a gay wedding idea, so the writers walked. Which, if you follow DC Comics, which I do because it's my business, there's been a lot of trouble with the writers and the artists and the creators in general in DC Comics right now. A lot of people aren't very happy. There's been a lot of writers leaving to go to different projects. Some people say it's a marketing issue. Other people say it's the CEOs and the CFOs, or whoever the case may be, being too involved. Who's to say? I'm not going to be here or there. Buster's going to make another appearance now. All right, buddy, you are officially too cute for words, but... Oh, actually, here. There we go. There we go. Look at that face. I mean, how do you... That face, not so much. This guy, how do you deny him? Aw, Buster, you're going to get more views than anybody, any vlog I've ever had, I guarantee it. All right, we'll see you later. There you go. So, there's been a lot of turmoil in DC Comics recently about artists and creators and staying on their book and things like that. I don't really know what the whole story is. It's just that those particular writers and creators, in this case of Batwoman, are no longer going to be on the book in a couple of issues. So, why does that relate back to knowing what, writing, talking about what you know, write what you know, etc., etc.? Pretty easy. Rush goes on some tangent at that point, or not some tangent, stays on that tangent about how lesbians were never in comic books, and so on and so forth, and blah, 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 blah. And you know what? Rush Limbaugh has a lot of pretty good ideas for his side of the aisle, I guess. I usually listen to him for, as I've mentioned, his Apple Tech Talk discussions, and I listen to him because I actually do enjoy learning what people who aren't necessarily of my belief system when it comes to politics, what they say and do and what they believe. Sometimes there's a lot of really beneficial information. Sometimes it's just him pandering to his audience. This time he was pandering, but he was pandering to something that I specifically knew about, and it kind of annoyed me. You see, Batwoman, when she re-debuted as this woman Katie Kane, or Kate Kane, KK, Kane is her last name. That's important. She's part of the Kane family, which has been a big Bat family for a long time. She was a lesbian. This was made known very quickly, and there was a couple other lesbian DC characters at the time that have sort of carried through. But to say that this is new to comics is very, very awkward. There's also an openly gay character. There's like 2 or 3 now. One of which is a Green Lantern of Earth 2. Another which is a Teen Titan. His name's Bunker. That's his super ability, is he can build up walls, so he's a bunker. It's kind of weird when you say it out loud. Anyway, but they're openly gay characters, and they're not like flamboyantly, like fruity or super butch or anything like that. They're regular everyday people who just, happen to A, have superpowers, and B, be homosexual. And comics have been trying to do this for a long time. In Marvel, there's a lot of openly gay characters. It's just sort of come to pass. I mean, I think the statistics are, and correct me if I'm wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong, something like 1 in 10. So what I've learned to do in my life is I only talk and write and do things that I know, that I can empirically know, that I can know without a whole lot of non-certainty. Because if you don't write what you know, if you willingly go into areas that you have no concept of, you leave yourself wide open for people to come up to you and go, "Hey man, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, and you sound like an idiot." This has happened to me a lot. It's not fun. You'd figure somebody like Rush would know better, but maybe he was just trying to wind guys like me up so that we would take to our vlogs and go, "Ha-ha, I have discovered something." Whatever the case may be, I think it bears repeating. When you write what you know, when you stay with what you understand, when you don't venture outside of the things that you don't know, it opens you up to 2 things. It makes you sound a lot more intelligent, for one. For 2, if you don't want to know something, if you want to know something that you don't know, it means you got to go learn. And there's never a bad day to learn something new. So, thank you for watching Sussing It Out, Chapter 20. Write what you know. I am the Sussman, Rick Sussman. The Joker face remains silent. As you can see, I have covered his mouth up because I was tired of him talking crap at me. At any rate, thank you for joining me on my epic crusade of vlogdom, and I will be back later this week with some other interesting stuff. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for subscribing. I'll talk to you real soon.
A sight for sore eyes to the blind would be your full majestic. It would be the